So I want to talk about female clothing, stuff like skirts, crop tops, the stuff where they're showing cleavage, sheer clothing, the short jean shorts, or the yoga pants that might be see-through, like the short elastic shorts. Um, their common choice in underwear, bathing suits, the topic of, you know, should women have to wear tops? Like men can be shirtless, going around without a bra. Like if they're wearing like a loose t shirt or something, like if it gets wet, it would be see through. Wearing like flimsy clothing to where, like, it could, they could become indecently exposed. Clothing to where, like, their movement is limited, so if they if they had to run or jump or bend over or like stuff like that, they might become indecently exposed. And I'll talk about other stuff like cosmetics and accessories and heels, like the shoes. So I'll start with the clothing. I'll start with talking about skirts. So they have like dresses, they have like long skirts, they have short skirts. So like people aren't aware if they're wearing underwear or not, okay? And it's not like that doesn't ever happen. Like there are women that purposefully go around with skirts and no underwear. Purposefully. I don't know what I just said. So people don't know if they have underwear on. And then even if they do have underwear on, like, is it see-through underwear? And then even if it's not see-through underwear, like, if someone's not supposed to be walking around in their underwear, then why would they be allowed to show their underwear, like under a skirt? You know what I mean? Like, so with the longer skirts, like if the woman lunges forward or like, jumps in the air or something, like a dress, or like a dress with a longer skirt kind of thing, or a longer skirt, they could become exposed, like, to their underwear, or maybe they don't have underwear on or whatever. But like if they had to run or the wind blew or something, like, or like if they sat down and something happened. And then the shorter skirts, if they sit down, like, they could be exposed. If they lunge or, the same, like, jump, whatever, like if they're above you, like say you're going up an escalator and they're coming down, and like, what if they're like above you? You know what I mean? And like they're exposed. So before I go further, there are women that purposefully, knowingly try to like concern people with the clothing that they wear. Okay, they're trying to get attention. They might be trying to make false accusations towards people. Like if people are paying attention to them because they're wearing something, that like if people are paying attention, like if the woman like sits down or something and she has a short skirt on, and like people are like, is this woman's vagina out right now? Like they might try to use that as a false accusation, like if she has some yoga pants and she bends over and it's like, are these yoga pants see-through? Like, is her vagina visible right now? Like, does she have underwear on? Like, or like if she has some kind of like white kind of top on that might be sheer, and you look like, can I see this woman's nipples and breasts? Like, does she have sheer clothing on right now? Like, or with the cleavage, like, I'm not aware of the size of this woman's areolas. Like, if they're showing cleavage, like some women might have their areolas showing with the same amount of cleavage showing, and others might not. It's like, is this woman's nipples visible with all this cleavage that she's showing? Or like if she has a crop top, like, if she puts her arms in the air and her breasts come out, like she has no bra on and stuff, like, and then they might try to make false accusations knowingly, purposefully, like to try to like intimidate and stuff like that, and just like oppress and like try to, you know. So the like they might be trying to make they might be trying to make false accusations, like draw attention and cause concern, and try to use that for false accusations and try to like gain a position of like manipulative and like accusatory power over that. They might be trying to gain attention. They might be trying to use it as like a coercive mechanism. Like, give me money and maybe I'll consider to stop dressing irresponsibly or something. Or like, like they might be trying to be threatening and like, or whatever. Like, anyways, the skirt thing, I talked about the skirt thing. Okay, the yoga pants. Okay, a lot of the time yoga pants are see-through. Okay, so like there's that. Okay, and then like, does the woman like, like, is the woman purposefully trying to show off her genitals? Like, people might be trying to be like observant because this woman might be like trying to show off like her camel toe or something. Like she might be trying to like hike up her yoga pants and like, like draw attention to it and maybe welcoming people looking at it and trying to get them to look at it and stuff like that. Like just, or humoring it, or like, acting offended when they think it's convenient and trying to like entice people with it when they think it's inconvenient or whatever. Like, so the yoga pants is like, it's tight clothing. So like, are they trying to like draw attention to their genitals, like the outlines, and like, are they trying to wedgie themselves and like, and then the see-through stuff. It's like, when it comes to like showing the outline of your body in like tight clothing, like, I'm not sure on the limitations on that. Like, can you wear like a, like, I don't really know the limitations on that. So like, are they allowed to be wedgied and like, like have some kind of like something that looks like body paint, but it's clothing, you know what I mean? Like something tight to their skin like that. I'm not sure about that. I can look into that. But if they're trying to draw attention to their genitals, like purposefully, and like, like what is the purpose of the clothing that they're wearing? So there's the yoga pants and like the skin tight stuff or whatever. The spandex kind of shorts, like when they're showing their butt cheeks, like what are the limitations on that? Like how much, like people might not be sure on like if the clothing is legal or not, and those might be see-through, okay, and like if they're wearing something that's like those like G-string kind of bathing suits, or like spandex shorts or something, or like the short jean shorts, like if they try to pick out a wedgie in their crotch, they might expose their vagina. Okay, like they might pull the clothing, like separate the clothing from their skin and like expose their vagina. Like with the bathing suits, like if they try to pick their wedgie or something, or like, like, or maybe they do it on purpose. If they purposefully act like they're picking a wedgie or something, and then they expose their vagina or something, like, like, okay, it's not something that doesn't ever happen, like women exposing their vaginas in public at a beach or something, or a pool or something, with these G-string kind of bathing suits, or exposing their breast, like purposefully or accidentally, like if it falls off, or they pick a wedgie or something, or they do it on purpose, like maybe they try to play it off like they were doing something, adjusting themselves or something. But the jean shorts thing, like, there's the butt cheek thing, like, I'm not sure on the limitations of how much butt cheek is allowed to be shown in public. Like at the beach, they show their butt cheeks, but like in other settings, like like if they're just like, I'm not really sure. So like with the jean shorts, like if it's loose in the crotch area, like if they don't have underwear, their vaginas might be exposed. Um, Even if they do have underwear, like are they allowed to be showing their underwear? You know, like the underwear covering their vagina. So I talked about skirts, yoga pants, the spandex shorts, the jean shorts, um, the bathing suit stuff. I talked about some of that stuff. Like, like if it's flimsy or something and they're running around on the beach, like people are probably going to be paying attention to see if you're going to be indecently exposed. Okay, like, if you're going around like picking your wedgies and stuff, like, or if you jump in the water and your bottoms might have just fallen off or something, like people are probably going to be paying attention, like, to see if a crime is being committed. And then they might try to make a false accusation. Oh, they're looking at me. You're wearing something that, could pretty easily leave you indecently exposed, and you're moving around in a way that's, like you're doing things like picking wedgies and adjusting your top and stuff, like, or they got a top on that's showing all this cleavage and they might have their areolas out or something, like the bathing suit stuff. And I'll talk about solutions as well. So there's the bathing suit stuff, okay, the cleavage stuff. So I talked about like the different size areolas, women showing the same amount of cleavage. One could have her areola showing while the other doesn't. Like, we don't know how big your areolas are, okay? And like if they start adjusting themselves, like, they might become indecently exposed. Like if they start like picking at it and trying to like pull it around and stuff, like people are probably going to be paying attention. So there's the cleavage thing. Like, is the woman's areola showing? Like, if she like jumps or something, are her boobs going to come out of the like neck of her shirt or something? Like, the person purposefully trying to draw attention to her breasts. Like, why are you wearing that shirt? So there's the cleavage from like the neck part, and then there's like the under boob stuff or whatever, or like they have a crop top on, like the crop top thing with the no bra, and like if they put their arms up, their boobs are going to come out or something. Like, obviously people are going to be like what if a kid walks by and she's like hovering over a kid with this crop top on, and like what if the kid looks up and he sees this woman's bare breasts? Like, what is going on here? If somebody's below the woman, are her breasts exposed? Like, if she lifts her arm up, like it's something that is done on purpose. It's not like it's never done on purpose. There are women that do this on purpose. Okay? Why are they wearing these clothes? So the crop top thing, the side boob, like stuff like that, like people pay attention to see if you're going to be indecently exposed. Okay? Like the t-shirt thing, like if they have a t-shirt on, the t-shirt could be blown up, or like if they don't have a bra on and they have like a white t-shirt, what if it gets wet? What if it's see-through? What if it gets wet and it's see-through? Okay, you might have heard of a wet t-shirt contest. What about like, is the shirt see-through when it's not wet? Is it a sheer top? Like, like I've seen these like white like cloth kind of tops, like, and they're see-through. Like, if it's like a black spandex looking kind of top, like, could be see-through. Okay, I've seen, So there's the sheer clothing, you know, the loose clothing with no bra on to where like they could become exposed. The them showing cleavage, like you know. So like, why are they wearing these things? Okay, what is the practicality here? You know, what are you doing? Are you trying to draw attention to your genitals? Are you trying to freak people out? You know, are you trying to get attention because you are wearing something that could leave you exposed, or you might already be exposed, or they might not be able to like tell, and they might have to like see what's going on, you know? Are you trying to utilize this to make false accusations against people and like try to be like oppressive like that? Let's see. Sheer stuff, yoga pants, skirts, the booty short kind of stuff, the crop tops, the no bra, the cleavage, like showing, you know, the different amounts of cleavage, you know, just like. So the solution is to dress practically, okay? To dress responsibly, practically. Okay, I've thought about the bathing suit thing. Why not just wear like a sports bra kind of top that's opaque? You know, it's not like gonna fall off. Okay, it's not like there's no space to where like if you bend over your nipples are exposed. You know what I mean? It's like it's covering you. Like, and then for the bottoms, like, why don't you just wear shorts, some kind of shorts instead of like a G-string kind of thing? Okay, you know, so like swim shorts and like a sports bra, opaque kind of swim top. Would, you know, that might be the solution. And if you have private property or something, like, you know, where you're not going to be indecently exposed, you can tan nude if that's something you need to do. Okay? The skirt thing, like, why are you wearing a skirt? Why don't you just put some pants on? Okay? Or some shorts. The dress thing, like, why are you not just wearing some pants or some shorts or something? The tops, like, why do you not have a bra on? Like, why are you showing your cleavage? Like, or whatever it is, like, why? You know, so, then the topic of, like, should they have to cover their chest or not? So, the female breasts are used to feed babies, okay? Like, the female breasts are fragile, okay? Compared to the male chest, the female breasts are fragile. They could be lactating. They're needed to feed babies, okay? So, like, there are differences between the female chest and the male chest. You know, what if there's this shirtless woman going around and she has breast milk dripping down her body, like, you know, like. Then I've heard women talk about support, like, you know, like that they don't want their breasts like hanging, that they want them supported. So so yeah, like there are differences, okay, that would be considered, and should they have to wear a top or not. Stuff like cosmetics and like the nails and, you know, like the hair color and the makeup and the, what are you doing? What is the practicality of this? Like, are you wasting money and time and, you know, like, trying to be deceptive? Like, or if they put like colored contacts in or something, you know, is this stuff bad for their skin and stuff, like, or their hair? The piercings, like, what are you doing with the piercings? And like the necklaces and the bracelets and whatever, like, what are you doing? What's the practicality here? The heels, why are you wearing heels? Okay. So like, it's a thing where some women just try to do vain stuff to bother people and try to be coercive. Okay. But yeah, I talked about some things. Okay. Be wise and nice.